My name's TERI, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri in the United States. And I was terrified. Okay, I was going to spend the rest of my life with broken front teeth. And I had an injury to my lip. So from the time I was about 5 or so, when I smelled latency was my gum. And so I just quit smiling with my mouth open. I smelled like that, but I never showed my teeth. And was so self-conscious about it, I'd make funny faces in pictures, trying to be cool or whatever to avoid the fact that I just didn't look good smiling. So when I came to this inheritance, half of it, to come do my teeth, and I checked out having done the United States because I love to cook and I'm a foodie. And one of the things I knew is if I got dentures, my entire upper palate would be covered. There were lots of things I wouldn't be able to eat, like corn on the cob, and food wouldn't taste right. So I really didn't want to do that. So, they run those commercials in the United States called Clear Choice. Implants. Oh, cool, let's check that out. It was $40,000. And that would be going in debt. It'd take everything I had, and I would be in debt for probably 15 years. And it just didn't look like it was a good thing to do. And I heard from a lot of people that they weren't really happy. So I started looking at international things. And I sent out queries to a lot of places asking how much and explaining my whole problem. And I have a lot. I have a heart condition, so my blood thinner. I have Crohn's disease, so I need to avoid stress. And, I'm profoundly deaf. And not everyone's willing to ride or deal with that. So a lot of places just wouldn't deal with it. And I'm sure some of it was the health concerns, but I had a feeling the other part was the deafness. It was just too hard. So even though they claimed to be willing to accommodate any language, apparently raw English was just too much for them. So I heard back from maybe 5 clinics. Okay, and they were all over the place. There was another one in India, and I started really comparing the services and the size of the practices. And when I realized FMS had several hospitals, and several dentists working on each hospital and dental school, and that made me realize that this is a very established practice. It wasn't a fly-by-night thing. It wasn't just an attempt to get money from patients. These are people that knew what they're doing. And so I chose FMS. And I'm not sorry. I can only afford to get the upper ones done, but I know if I come back, and I hope to come back, I'll be having the lower ones done here. There's just a couple in back. I couldn't be happier with the results. I had so many broken front teeth. And I have long roots, so I was terrified of people. I am a coward about that. I think at one point everyone in this building had their hand on me. It was holding me down, or the teeth were pulled. And there was no pain. It wasn't that. It was just my fear. And there were a lot of things I prefer that were so much better than the United States. But think of that. The hygiene, okay? You think the United States would have all these clear standards, but not really. I mean, if you pick you a dentist chair and pull a tooth, there's no extra need for sanitization or anything. It's you wear the same bib you wear when they give you a filling. No different. Here, there was a special room, it was an operating room, there were surgical gowns, there was, everything was scrubbed, everything was way beyond the United States. Way beyond it. So I felt like I had much better care than I would have gotten in the United States. And other people told me they didn't think that would be true because, it was India. And they're just wrong. Okay? The truth of the matter is dentists here study longer, okay, than they do in the United States. And so, it's a very careful thing. And I liked people, felt like family. And when I would go away, for a little while, I would see them for a few weeks. I really miss people. And, I can't say I have ever missed an American dentist. So, so that was different. And I just feel really warm welcome here. And I'm going home tomorrow, and I'm sad about that because I really enjoyed Hyderabad. I enjoyed meeting people. Everything's laid back, and they call it India time, but really what it means is, it'll happen. Okay, just be patient. Don't worry about it. Things will happen. They're supposed to happen. And that's a great way to live because really, you can't control other people. You can't control other things happen. So it's a really good life lesson. And I've extended my stay more than I had for dental. I've been about 5 months. And I'm really glad I did the vacation dental thing together because I got to really enjoy the new people. I made some really good friends here. I think I'll probably be friends for life. And it's just really done some profound changes in that. And I'm having to learn how to smile again, with my mouth open, and not worrying about it. And I'm just really grateful. I'm really happy. I was so afraid that something would go wrong because all these horror stories in American dentists about implants. I had to lose all the implants and then never had implants again. And all these horror stories. I was terrified. And not like that at all. Everything was sanitary. Everything was done well. The implants took great. And I feel kind of dumb now for being so afraid. But the other thing that impressed me, I guess, that you don't see in the United States is, except maybe in dental schools, is all the dentists conference before they do everything. They all look at the x-ray and they all talk about, the root canal or whatever it is they're going to do. And they all talk, everybody has input into it. So you get the best possible care, not just one person's idea what the best care would be. It's like everybody talks about it, goes back and forth, and reaches consensus, even for anything as simple as root canal. And that's pretty cool. And that's certainly better care and better consideration than get American dentist office. I mean, in America, they're trying to treat patients over as fast as they can to make money. So, in that, you see the dentist, he gives you a shot, he disappears for an hour, he comes back when you're done, and they numb your whole face. And because my roots would appear, it's like you had a stroke. And so they're talking about my front teeth. I thought this would happen. I thought I had a stroke on both sides. I wasn't really looking forward to that because usually I'm numbed about here, right? And no, they numb each individual tooth. So I didn't have that problem. I didn't have numb upper lip, but I didn't have that problem. It looked like I had a stroke. And so it wore off sooner, and I was able to drink things and be more normal after. So much better process, just much better process. And the way the teeth are extracted is different. In the United States, you just grab a whole little back and forth and shoot that out. It's a very violent thing. And here it's very slow and very careful. They work the gum, they work the teeth very gently play. And it's not anywhere near as traumatic. I was still terrified because we're talking about it, but really, it's the best experience I've had as an extraction. I mean, it's no pain, and, a lot of people making sure I was okay. And, well, I got a little freaked out just because I was having a tooth pulled out from anything that actually happened. But wait, give me time to recover. That would have happened. They just keep working them out, trying to get rid of them. And it's just a whole different thing. So I'm very grateful, I'm very glad I came here. And like I say, I'm sorry to be going home. I'm going to miss India. So thank you, FMS. Great job.